What is up, guys? I have a special treat for you today. I'm going to take you on a tour of a 100,000 square foot health club spanning 3 floors, no other than One Health Club's Mississauga. It's one of the greatest health clubs in the world, and it's right here in the GTA. This club offers over 180 weekly classes from hot yoga, reformer Pilates, spin, boxing, gym one, and group fitness, swimming pools, pickle balls, and some of the greatest equipment in the world. And you guys are going to get to go on a tour. Let's go and check it out. Okay guys, we're gonna kick off the tour here on the 3rd floor, and this is a new addition. This expansion is about 1.5 years old, and when they designed this, they were thinking, how do we bring something new to the boutique fitness market inside a large health club? So you're gonna see the spin studio, you're gonna see gym one group personal training, group fitness, hot yoga, and reformer Pilates. So let's start in spin. Okay guys, welcome to the Spin Studio. This is one of the greatest spin studios you'll ever be in. I absolutely love it. It's a 4-tiered system, so it's easy for you to see your instructor. It's got 28 Techno Gym bikes. If you've never ridden a Techno Gym bike, you're really in for a treat. It can completely integrate with your wearable. You can track all of your RPMs, and you can actually upload that into the ecosystem if you're connected to the Techno Gym ecosystem. And also, it's all fully connected with the Techno Gym Beat system, meaning the instructor can see everything that's going on in the class. Full lighting and sound integration, and it's got a full LED wall, which you guys will see that you can actually put all your RPMs and wattages up, or you can create some type of a travel experience on there too if you want to pretend that you're on a trail somewheres or whatever. It depends on what the instructor wants to do. It's a really cool studio. Check it out. Okay guys, now we're in the reformer Pilates studio, and as you can see, it's got a lot of natural earthy context to it. So you've got the curtains, you got the natural light, you got the blacks, the whites, the grays, and obviously you can change the lighting in here, and it's got a fully immersed audio system. They have 11 beds in here, and if you have not tried reformer Pilates, you're really in for a treat. It was reserved for a long time for like a lot of high-end dancers and athletes and wealthy people, and it's really taken the fitness industry by storm. You're seeing a lot of clubs integrate it because it comes with coordination, stability, resistance training. It's really a great program for anybody that wants to build their body but also wants to have more mobility, wants some dynamic exposure, and it's fun to kind of bring it all together as part of your fitness routine. And that's what makes this club great, is it's a really high quality reformer studio with a lot of different classes and a variety of different style of instructors and classes right here inside this health club. Okay guys, we're standing in the 46-person hot yoga studio. This studio is immaculate. It's absolutely beautiful. Starting at the floor, it has one of the softest recoil floors you're ever gonna stand on. You'd almost not need to have a mat, but obviously you'd want one. 46 person, and it's got one of the largest square foot per person in all of the industry, specifically here in the GTA. And you can see each spot's marked, so you're not gonna be bumping into anybody when you're in here trying to do your yoga class. Depending on if you wanna be at the back or at the front, it doesn't matter because the acoustics travel phenomenal. And they also have a great audio system and mic system in here as well. Okay guys, we are standing in the group fitness studio, and group fitness is kind of a dying thing inside fitness industry, inside of a lot of health clubs, but One Health Clubs does it better than anybody. And you should see the community that participates inside this. Now, there is a lot of middle-aged to upper-age people that do come to this facility, and that's probably why, but they have the traditional Zumba, they have the step-ups, they have athletic classes, they have kettlebell classes in here, and the participation that they have in here is unbelievable. And they have such a wide variety of classes across 7 days. They have the dumbbells in here, kettlebells, bands, balls. There's so much that goes on in here, and it's really encouraging to see those middle-aged and the upper-age people, but it's also younger people that are in here participating as well. And what a beautiful design with the white oak in here and all the black textures and the natural light that pops in, surrounded by mirrors and a great sound system. They did it really, really, really well. Okay Okay guys, now we're in the Gym 1 group personal training studio, and this is one of the most creative classes to ever hit the market. It's not group fitness, it's group personal training. And what's really great about this class is most classes are designed around keeping your heart rate high, sweating a bunch, burning a bunch of calories, bouncing around, but there's no skill development, and there's usually 30 or 40 people in a class, so the instructor can't really keep an eye on them. This is a little bit different. There's 2 instructors, 1 on each side of the class, looking at you. But what also makes it really cool is you actually get to see the upcoming exercise right on the screen. So you can actually see someone else doing the format, seeing the biomechanics, and then there's an instructor there to guide you if they see you not doing it correctly or if you have any questions. But also on top of that, what really makes a class great? Well, it's what it's made up of, the programming and the exercise selection and how those exercises are all placed together. And the biggest component of this class is the Kaiser Pneumatic air system. They have the squat pros and they also have the total functional trainers, and you get your own dumbbell rack, your own bench, they have rowers, and they have turf to push sleds on. We all know that you should build strength to live longer, and that you need to have muscle mass for glucose disposal, to protect your body, and for your metabolic engine. And lifting weights properly and having the skill development to learn how to squat, how to do a deadlift, how to hinge, how to pick something up, how to press, how to pull, these are all important things. So you can get stronger, you can build muscle, improve your skill set, but there also is a stretching and mobility component, there's a coordination component, and there is a cardiovascular component, because they will pair exercises together to keep that heart rate up, and you get all of that in that environment with the group camaraderie. So it's high energy, but there's skill development, you're learning, you're in a safe environment, and the actual program is designed to build muscle, to build strength, to make you move better, and to live longer. Welcome to my crib. Just joking, it's a boxing studio. Everybody knows what traditional boxing is, and this isn't traditional boxing, although there is components to learn how to throw a jab, across, a hook, an uppercut, and all those different things. And we do have a Golden Gloves champion here that if you want to do one-on-one instructions, you can do that. But this class is based around community. It's about getting your heart rate up, throwing your body around, having fun, burning a bunch of calories, and there's different styles of classes. If you want to get down on the floor and mix in your core, use some dumbbells, body weight exercises, core stability, rotation, there's classes that involve that. The music's pumping, the lights are going, the community's being built, you're letting out some frustration, and you're burning a lot of calories. Okay guys, now we've made it to the main floor, and this is one of the gym floors on here on the main floor. And this area has created an environment where the music's down low, it's non-intimidating. The dumbbells only go to 40 pounds. There's a Smith machine, there's no squat racks, no bench presses, very little free weights, and the Selectorize is all by Techno Gym. You have a long turf track here for performance area with sleds on it. You have TRX, a stretching area, but we also have some Kaiser here. So you have the total functional trainer, you have the A300 squat pro, you have the high row, you have the chest press, and you have an assault bike, you got some ski ergs, and there's some row machines. And this area is really for people that are middle-aged or just somebody that's looking for more of a chill environment that doesn't really want to be around the heavy weights and the loud music. So the club has 3 cardio areas. It has one small cardio area made up of bikes over where you guys just saw on the main floor. And then it has this section of cardio as well, which is a display of bikes, ellipticals, and treadmills from Techno Gym, as Star Track. It has my favorite bike, which is the Kaiser bike. But I'm gonna take you guys and show you one of the most unique parts of this club. Guys, welcome to the Techno Gym BioStrength area. This is one of the most unique parts of the club, and if you have not seen BioStrength by Techno Gym, you're really in for a treat. This aerospace patented technology has no weights in it. So the full resistance system is actually made up from the aerospace technology, which is an engine in there, and it gives you a full display of different resistance profile, and it's completely integrated with AI. So your range of motion, your reps, your seat height, and your strength level is all tracked and recorded back onto the ecosystem into your personal app. And the resistance profile, it could be elastic profile, viscous, it could be eccentric overload or underload, concentric load. It can do drop sets for you, and it can track everything that you're doing. So it's kind of like a personal trainer. It's also a great assessment tool. So if you're bringing someone in and you safely want to see where their strength profile is at and their VO2 max profile, you can do that. And something very unique just about Techno Gym in general is the Techno Gym checkup. the strength profile across all of the bio strength and the cardiovascular and the beats and the CRM. So Technogym has the ability to be your CRM, to be your strength coach, be your personal trainer, do your assessment profile, and integrate wearables and all your cardiovascular training that you're doing in the club, along with even your cycling and even your booking into your hot yoga. And it's one ecosystem into one app. You can use the Technogym app, or you can even white label the app. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna show you guys some of the resistance profiles, and I'm gonna jump on and I'm gonna do a couple sets. So depending on what you wanna do, you have tone, power, hypertrophy, strong. I'm gonna jump into custom. What you would do is you would hit custom, and then you would just scan the QR code like this, and the app is going to recognize the machine that you're on, but everything you've ever done within the ecosystem and everything you've ever done on BioStrength, and then you can customize it. So as you can see on the custom profile, you have isotonic, which isotonic is where it's almost gamified, where you actually have to follow an up and down beat and you have to stay focused. So it's kind of controlling your tempo. So it's slowing down your eccentric, concentric, and almost giving you an isometric hold in certain parts. You have a viscous, which is similar to a flywheel technology. And the sensation is just like a flywheel technology. Elastic profile. If you've ever used elastic band, you would swear when you're pulling on this that you're using an elastic band, and it's all coming from the aerospace engine. And then you also have overload, and overload is where you would push out your weight load, and then it's gonna overload you on the eccentric load. So it's kind of a cool feature. You're pushing out 100 pounds and then you can change, you're getting 120 pounds. And we all know that our eccentric strength is much higher than our concentric strength. And then you can do a reduction as well. So you can change the profile and you have no inertia. No inertia means you're not overcoming getting the actual weight load moving. So if you've ever used in a traditional weight, if you're at the bottom of a leg press or bottom of a chest press and you're in the elongated position, you have to overcome inertia, and that's where most injuries happen. So this profile actually eliminates that. Now I'm gonna jump on one of the machines and I'm gonna show you what the isotonic machine looks like and the isotonic resistance profile and how it challenges you, how it gamifies it, and how it changes your actual tempo. So this one is the viscosity, and viscosity, like I told you, is like the flywheel technology. So the more you pull on it, the harder it gets. And if you've ever trained on flywheel technology, you know exactly what I mean. So to get this all from an aerospace engine is quite a feat of technology and engineering. So now I'm training on the elastic band profile, which is very, very unique. And if you take a look at the screen here, the goal is to try to keep tension on that band. And like I said, if you have ever trained on a rubber band, you'd be blown away by how this resistance profile feels. It's hard to believe that that resistance and that tension is not a real rubber band. In fact, I think if you were on this blindfolded, you'd believe me that it is a rubber band. So guys, we're standing in the cafe, which is by Revitasize. So you have great smoothies, you have acai bowls, protein shakes, salads, sandwiches, but also you have a social area. If you want to have a coffee, you want to sit together, you want to do some work, you have that overlooking the entryway. It's a great feature to have in any club to build community, but also to help people stay consistent. Okay guys, now we're on the first floor. We just left the main floor, and on this floor you're gonna see the swimming pool, the pickleball courts, the squash courts. You also have the men's change room, but I'm not gonna take you in there. But the change rooms do have a hot tub, a steam room, and a sauna. We're open, so I can't take you in, and we do have cold plunges coming there as well. And there's also a private personal training studio. That's where we're gonna end, because that's where I'm gonna train today. And over to the right, this used to be the beauty salon, but it's being transformed into a wellness and recovery area. And the owner of this club is very forward thinking, and he's doing all he can to revolutionize the industry. He's not scared to invest in the club, as you guys can see, and he's not scared to push the limits on what is possible. You're gonna see red light therapy, IV therapy, cryotherapy, and possibly even hyperbaric chambers and even more. So we're really excited about that. That will be coming this fall. So let's go to the swimming pool. Guys, we're standing beside the swimming pool. As you can see, it's a massive, massive pool, and it's always busy. There's always someone swimming here. And what people don't realize is the upkeep of a swimming pool, it's very, very complex, and they check it by machine and by hand every 60 minutes because the owner of this facility and the operational manager of this facility will accept nothing but perfect when it comes to cleanliness and maintenance and operation. They also have a lot of different classes, aqua classes. If you've ever come in here during one of the aqua classes, it's pretty crazy. They take it pretty serious. There'll be 20, 30 people in the pool doing their workouts. There's a huge community, especially when it comes to middle age. They love their pool. It's a great workout. It's low impact, and it's just great to see people in here using it. Guys, welcome to the pickleball area. 7 courts, Douglas nets, professional acrylic flooring. They have pickleball pros here. Who would have known there's actually professional pickleball players? And you can get lessons with a professional pickleball player. They have ladders, they have communities, different organizations come in here and put on events, and they even hosted the Nationals, which is a huge thing. And there was like hundreds of people in here. They had video cameras all set up. It was a big thing. So pickleball is one of the fastest growing sports in North America. It's exploding, the community's huge, and they actually have a waiting list to get in here to play pickleball. That's how popular it is. Guys, we're in the main strength and performance area. Down here, you're gonna notice the music's a little louder. The energy's a little bit more aggressive, and there's a lot of different free weights, and there's a lot of bodybuilding equipment as well. You have lots of squat racks, you have places you can do Olympic lifting, you have Atlantis equipment, and we also feature the German engineered Gym 80 equipment, the only ones in Canada to have it. The mechanics are amazing, the durability is amazing, the engineering's off the charts, the adjustability's crazy, and it's also some of the most aesthetically pleasing equipment ever. And also on the other side, you're gonna see 130 foot, that's right, 130 foot turf track. If you have not got to try Gym 80 equipment, you guys gotta get in and try it. Now on the other side of this, you're gonna see the 3rd cardio floor, which is the main cardio section. We've got Life Fitness treadmills, Woodway treadmills, Precor treadmills, sprinting treadmills, stairs, and I'm really excited to say that we've got a bunch of new Technogym equipment coming. We have new Technogym upstairs, but we have new Technogym treadmills, Technogym climbs, and we also have a bunch of new Technogym bikes coming. I'm super excited about that. So if you're looking to turn up your energy, if you're looking to take your strength training to the new level, this is the area you're gonna do that in. Okay guys, we're ending the tour right here in the private personal training studio, which is my favorite room. And how unique is it to have a private personal training studio inside an actual health club? It's really, really great for the personal trainers to connect with the members and with their clients. It's also great for the clients that just really want to have a strong skill set and that personal experience and take their training to the next level in a private environment. We have an assessment center, so if you want to get your body metrics done, get your physical assessment done, know how your body's moving, find out what your goals are, what your limitations are, so that you can have a private session with that assessment expert and then have a program put together and then paired with a personal trainer. It all happens right here. And this is one of the craziest thing about this is we have the full line of Kaiser. Now everybody knows I love gym equipment more than anybody, and I believe that every gym equipment manufacturer holds their place in this industry. They're all serving a purpose, and that's great. I have my favorites. Some people are better at certain things, and I always looked at Kaiser as a tool that every health club or every gym should offer. But for me personally, it's my favorite training equipment. And what Kaiser is it's called the air pneumatic system. So when you look at the mechanics of the machines, it can be very similar to many other machines. But when you look at the air pneumatic system, it's like no other. So what air pneumatic system is what it sounds like. It's air pressure training. So you have a compressor that's in the back room, and through a line runs your air pressure. If you want to increase weight, you press the button. If you want to decrease weight, you press the other button. So you have a plus and a negative. That air gets trapped inside this gold cylinder. And as you start to lift the load and you compress that cylinder, the more tension that you're gonna get. The more air that you put in the cylinder, the more resistance you're gonna get. The further you push up the profile, the more resistance you're gonna get. Now that air shoots out of this cylinder and gets trapped in this black cylinder and then recoils on the eccentric load back into this gold cylinder. But what makes the air pneumatic system so amazing, if you've never tried it, I hope you get to, is your ability to move at speed. The main focus on this isn't the resistance, it's your peak power. And what power is the intersection of strength and speed. So a lot of people are strong, but can you move that weight at speed? And the cool part about the air resistance system is when you're in your most vulnerable point at the elongated position, say you're at the bottom of a bench press or at the bottom of a squat or a leg press, when you're most vulnerable, that's when the weight, you have to actually overcome the inertia. As you create momentum and you fight gravity and you start to create that, you pass inertia and you actually have the acceleration, the load starts to change. Well, the thing is, we're in our most vulnerable and weakest point at the bottom of that movement and at our strongest position when we're fully elongated, right? And actually going through the strength curve. So when you look at traditional weights, it's the opposite of that. You're at the bottom of a leg press, you have to overcome that inertia. That's when you're most vulnerable and get it moving. And then as you get stronger, the load gets lighter. On Kaiser, the load gets decreased at the bottom. It removes that inertia effect, and then the load gets more intense and the resistance profile goes from about 70% to 100%. And you can interact and change at any point. So it's great for HIIT training. It's great for hypertrophy training and training at speed and for true power. Now I'm gonna get to play. We're gonna go through a full body workout and you're going to get to follow along. Well, that's it, guys. That's your tour of One Health Clubs right here in Mississauga, a world-class facility made up of so many amazing amenities and facets of fitness and world-class equipment and just great people and great community doing it at the highest level. Guys, make sure that you like, make sure you subscribe, and I'd appreciate it if you left a comment down below and let me know, where would you like me to go next? What gym equipment manufacturer, anybody in the health and fitness industry I should be interviewing or talking to, and what other gym should I be touring and bringing you guys along for the ride. Thank you so much. We'll see you in the next video.